When I was a new interpreter, I thought note-taking was just one more support, just like equipment is for our interpretation. But once I truly improved my notes, everything changed. Listening, memory, information processing, and my interpreting skills across all modes. This is what I tell my students all the time. When you get better at your note taking, you get better in your interpreting skills, period. So, as a new interpreter, I couldn't make that connection between note taking technique and my interpreting skills. And only when I improved my notes is that I realized how important note taking is in the process of processing information. In fact, it took a formal course, taken to surprisingly start really getting into the good habit of listening first, analyzing first before I take notes or I start interpreting. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how note-taking connects to simultaneous, to consecutive, and to sight translation, and why mastering it changes everything. Are you ready to dive in? Let's do it. When you improve your note-taking, you also improve at the listening and comprehension levels of your interpretation skills. Your listening skills and analysis sharpen and improve. How so? Note-taking slows you down so that you can really pay attention to the incoming information. In fact, the advice I always give to my students when taking notes is to listen first and then decide what it's going to go on their notes. This is how you get to an interpretation that is not mechanical, rather is the result of your understanding before you put your ideas on paper and before you start interpreting into the target language. Next, your short-term memory becomes more efficient. On average, our short-term memory can hold 3 to 5 items for a short period of time. When interpreters develop note-taking techniques, they learn to look at the incoming information in terms of main ideas, and details. Interpreters learn to discern what goes on their notes and what they can reconstruct with their recall skills. Rather than trying to remember isolated words or isolated pieces of information, interpreters group the information and facts for easier recall without overloading their short-term memory. How is that sounding to you? Sounds really good to me. And finally, your coordination of tasks hone into excellence. So, the truth is, multiple tasking coordination is the ground skill for everything in interpretation. Wouldn't you agree? Adding note-taking skills to all the tasks that you are already coordinating in interpretation sharpens this skill. And this makes interpreters more efficient with task coordination as well. Do you want to get closer to how you can do all this in your note-taking? Email me, Elevate, to get information about my 6-week course, Elevate Your Note-Taking, starting on January 17th, and get the advantage of the early bird pricing. So let's recap. When you improve your note-taking, 3 amazing results happen. Number 1, your listening and analysis sharpen. Number 2, your short-term memory becomes more efficient. And number 3, your coordination skills hone into excellence. So start right now to upgrade and support your interpreting skills with note-taking technique. I've got a 6-week course starting on January 17, 2026 that will improve your note-taking technique. Email me Elevate for the details and take advantage of the early bird pricing. See you inside.